Located in a remote area of Western Australia, 1,300 kilometres north of Perth, is a town that mysteriously vanished. Once a thriving town filled with the hustle and bustle of ships exporting goods to the world and divers finding the jackpot in the ocean, the town of Old Onslow has now been left to ruin, not a soul in sight. What could possibly make a whole population just leave? And to make this story even more bizarre, why is the town of New Onslow a mere 19 kilometres up the road? Myself, along with my husband Tim and 2 young kids, set off on an adventure to find the real reason why Old Onslow is now a ghost town. We wake up on the side of a beautiful but croc-filled river and prepare for the day. The campsite where we're staying is on the Ashburton River, one that has a strong flow all year around, providing life to the surrounding communities and farms. Old Onslow is also situated on this majestic river. Has this got anything to do with its demise? We are at a site called Old Onslow. Now, New Onslow, or just plain Onslow, is currently 19 k's that way. So we were there yesterday, playing in the park, that sort of stuff. We'll probably go back in tomorrow because we need to restock up on milk and stuff. And you can't do that here because it's a ghost town, like literally. There is nothing around. So this town here was built in 1885-ish, something like that. Don't quote me, I'm not a historian. I've been reading the signs, however. And it's been really interesting that it was set up here because of like wool, gold, that sort of stuff to export. Now it's actually been relocated. Everyone moved just to where the site of New Onslow is. And it's just like a ghost town. But have a look at some of the sites around here. It's really eerie. The self-drive tour around the now historic site starts to paint a picture of what life would have been like back in prime time. Shops, pubs, schools and even a well-stocked hospital gave the town's residents a really good life here. This is when we started to realise the picturesque town of Onslow actually has a dark history. To make diving for pearls profitable, the divers were paid very little despite the immense risks they took. They were also only Aboriginal up until 1885, when Asian divers gradually replaced their jobs. Even though these hard workers played such an important role in the town's profits, they lived in really poor conditions in an area of Onslow that was called a very derogatory name. But the sombre history doesn't end there. Many history books fail to mention the Ashburton River is of a high cultural significance to the traditional owners, the Thalangi people, and the rivers and the creeks are considered sacred and form part of their hunting ground and water supply. When Old Onslow was set up around this water supply, it forced many of the traditional owners to leave. In 2008, the Federal Court awarded a historic recognition of native title of the Thalangi people, including this area where Old Onslow was, renewing their cultural strength. Back to the story about why this town is deserted. Cyclones frequent the area, but they also frequent the new town site, which is only 19 kilometres away. So, I guess that still doesn't answer the burning question. Mystery has been solved. I reckon this explains why the Old Onslow site moved to the new Onslow site. It's because of this. I don't know if you can see in the background here, there's a couple of old pylons. So what had happened was back in the early 1900s-ish, this whole area where I'm standing got completely silted over. So the big boats that came in to take all the exports of the gold and the wool and everything out, they couldn't get in because of a whole lot of nature reasons and cyclones and stuff. So because of that, they decided to build a new jetty 19 k's, 20 k's down the road, which is now the site of New Onslow. So everyone up and left, they took their buildings and all that with them and moved to the new town site. Ha, mystery solved. History's pretty cool, isn't it? What an interesting yet eye-opening day. So tomorrow we plan to restock supplies in the new town of Onslow and keep heading our way up the road to Karratha.
How's the view?
This is not bad. Haven't seen that croc yet though. So after exploring Old Onslow this morning, we're having a nice relaxing afternoon collecting sticks, because that's what you do. And also we're hoping that the wind dies down a bit later so we can cook up some bread that I've had rising. I'm attempting it anyway. We'll see if it works. So stay tuned if you want to see if bread works.
Bread making with Margie.
Don't follow me for cooking tips. But it's keeping everyone happy. Even if we don't have a campfire later, this is how you wear your kids out for the evening.
I want to drink first.
All hooked up.
All hooked up and ready to go to the next place.
Relaxing down. Today we didn't do that much filming because there was pretty much, it was one of those non-existent days. We did end up in the Onslow hospital for no major reason or anything. One of our kids got a bit of an ongoing ear infection, so the hospital in Onslow, yeah, thumbs up. They were really lovely staff, helped out with some more antibiotics, and we're good to go again. And we just then went to the park and now sitting at a little freebie side of the road site with a beautiful sunset. It's time to relax. And hang on,
fingernails going?
By the way, check out Manicure at Tim's.
Ooh, it's not dry yet. Stay nice and still.
Looking good. Alright, we'll see you guys in the morning.
I'm getting my fingernails painted. Look.